Y'all, you know what? Creative people just cannot really fit into the molds of non-creative work environments. And when I say non-creative work environments, I'm talking about those work environments that are not conducive to your Yahuwah given creativity. You know that thing or those things that the Most High has given you that you possess, and you're able to really work wonders by His power in His name to get things done. So much so, I mean, it's so supernatural that others see you as a super being almost. Not technically a super being, but they're like, man, you know, you're able to do stuff or think about stuff in such a way that others don't, and you're able to perform on a level and in a way that others don't quite get and understand. And you're able to come up with these solutions and answers and so forth. And some people marvel at it, some really appreciate it, some become somewhat envious and perhaps jealous. That has nothing to do with you, but it shows that the Most High is working within you. So creative individuals connected to our Creator, we really operate on a different level. And so, yeah, we don't fit very well with or within organizations and schemes and systems that don't support that level of creativity. As a result, we don't find ourselves locked into these 9 to 5, Monday through Friday positions. For one, our Shabbats won't even allow us to really observe that type of schedule. And the other is our Ruachs, or the Ruach HaKodesh period, will not allow us to really force ourselves to fit into those type regimes and schedules. So I'm facing that yet again, having taken an assignment, and I'm finding that, forgive me for using this term, but the term that keeps coming to me is incompetence. I'm finding this incompetence, which used to upset me when I was still working within school districts, where you've got people that you're dealing with who don't know what they're doing. They don't know the regulations. They don't know the laws. They're not good at interpreting the laws. They definitely ain't praying. They're not even praying from the understanding. They shoot from the hip 9 times out of 10. So it's more of that emotional type leadership, emotional type responses. And that always just creates more havoc, which means that people have to come and find solutions when they weren't planning on finding a solution to this because they were working on a solution to that. And, you know, they just create more trouble lots of times. And it's usually a spiritual thing. And these are the types, you know, when they create this havoc and these troubles, they're the first ones to jump ship, and they leave the cleanup to others who remain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing this all over again. And I'm finding that these folks lots of times are on drugs, they're alcoholics. These are all spirits, and we know that. So you have to go in there praying against all that. But these alcoholics and these drug users, and in some cases drug dealers, are the ones who are either co-owning the project that you're working on, or they're the ones that you're reporting to on the project. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, this may not work. So I'm seeing this all over again. So I'm praying. I'm calling out those spirits, and we're letting the Most High do what the Most High does. Yet at the same time, I'm taking this as possibly, actually very strongly, that the Most High is pushing me to once again, because I've been hearing it prophetically also, get back out there on your contracts, get your consulting back up strong. You know, at one point something was telling me to sit down, just wait on it, because nothing was happening anyway. But now I'm getting all these hits. People are communicating with me, and people reaching out to me that I've not even reached out to. So now I'm going to respond to these folks, and we're going to start looking at some contracts and getting me back out there to use the creativity that the Most High has given me, which allows me also that freedom of creativity that I have grown so accustomed to, as well as the rate of pay that I'm accustomed to, because brothers got bills just like everybody else. But the main thing is that freedom of schedule, so that I can meet my Shabbats and my feast days without having to go through hoops and submit thousands of forms. Okay, that's hyperbole. I'm being a little extreme. Not thousands of forms, but having to go through all these different forms and channels and approvals and all this. Screw that. We're not doing that. The Most High has told me to keep these. This is mandated. We're going to keep them. And He's provided a way for me to still make money and do what He's embedded me to do, what he's endowed me to do, which still helps his people. So that's where I'm going. Excuse me. So you guys keep me in prayer regarding that, because the level of incompetence out here is real, and the enemy wants to get us ensnared and entrapped even in these work systems that have us subjected to futility to a large degree. It's just utter futility. Again, answering to people who want to be considered bosses, and yet they don't know anything about how to manage. They don't even know what they're managing. They don't know the regulations. They don't know the laws. They don't know what you know, but yet they want to try to own you and your talent. That will never be. So you all keep your brother in prayer. I'm doing the same for you all. Please forgive me if I sound somewhat arrogant by using terms like incompetence and so forth. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm trying to stay humble. Yet at the same time, I have to speak to what appears to be. And I'm not shooting this from the hip. This is not lightly. This is just a pattern that I have seen over the 51 years of my life. So it is what it is. But the brother's got to get back on his stuff. So y'all pray for me, because I know what I need to be doing in terms of providing for my family, and also doing what I need to do on the creative side. All right? Yeah. Love y'all and peace. And by the way, I'm praying that if any of you are going through this right now too, just knowing where you need to be and how you need to be, and have to make decisions about how to move, I'm praying that the Most High will guide your every footstep and give you peace and clarity of mind, fully and completely, thoroughly, all the way through. Nothing wavering, nothing faltering. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, I pray. And so it is, according to the Most High's will. Amen.